What's up guys, it's me Eric B, and right here I have the Insta360 One X2, and as a motorcycle rider, this camera does everything my GoPros can do and more. Alright, so I think the beauty and the benefit of having a 360 camera is that you get a full view of your surrounding area without using multiple cameras, and you pretty much can put it anywhere on the bike and get those sweet angles. It acts as your personal cameraman and a drone depending on your setup. Alright, and did I also mention that this is waterproof? Alright, so this camera is super easy to use. The app on the phone is very intuitive. You have a lot of things such as, effects and stuff like that that you can use. Also editing and everything is seamless. You have a lot of options and everything as far as editing goes. You can change your settings, like your exposure, your color and sharpness and things like that. You can go in and put in filters. You can take snapshots. You can also change it from, vertical for like TikTok and Instagram Reels, or you can change it to 6:9 and use it for things like YouTube and stuff like that. All right, so there are a variety of accessories that you can get for this camera. And being a motorcycle rider, you can get things like the motorcycle mount bundle kit. Comes with things like a handlebar mount and a few other accessories. You can get things like the helmet mount bundle. And what that is, it's just a bunch of different attachment and accessories that your GoPro mounts and stuff like that that you can get to stick on your helmet. And then you can get things like a tripod. So I think this is pretty cool. You can hold it like this and do some vlogging or something with it. You can also open it up and it becomes a tripod. You also get your selfie stick. And this is pretty cool because I use this on the bike itself, and I'll show you guys different uses for it here in a second. This thing opens up pretty far. It's pretty sturdy, not too bad. You get some things like the unicorn mount. So you can take that, stick it on your helmet, get some cool shots, or you can put it anywhere on your bike. And you can even use things like a suction cup here. So if you're comfortable using a suction cup on your bike, you can definitely go that route. And you can use it on a vehicle. So you can stick it on the outside of a car or on the inside of a car and do some vlogging that way. The other cool thing I like about the selfie stick and the tripod is you can put this on here and set this on the ground and raise this up. And then, you can get creative with it that way. So that's what I really like about this camera is there is endless possibilities with this thing, and you can get really creative with it. All right, speaking of creativity, check out these two videos that I did using the effects within the app.
Oh, you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. Put your head on.
All right guys, so I'm gonna show you the locations that I like to place the camera on the bike, and then I'm gonna show you the footage from the Insta360 as well. So let's head on out. right, so the size and form factor of this camera is actually pretty awesome. When I'm done riding, you know, I stop off somewhere, I can pull this off and just slide it right into my pocket, you know, whether it's in my pants pocket or in my jacket, no issue. So I like the size of this for motorcycle riders just because it fits pretty much anywhere. The other thing is you get some microphones on here. I believe there's 5 of them. Yeah, there's 5 microphones on here, and they sound actually pretty good, but riding on a motorcycle really doesn't matter anyway because, you know, you have a lot of wind and stuff like that. But when the bike is stopped, you can, you know, collect any audio from around you and it sounds pretty good. You have a speaker here on the side, power button there, and then this is your record button. And then right here on the side is a little door that will, if I can get it open, that is your USB-C charging port there. And then the battery life on here is actually pretty decent. So this is the battery right here. And I've gotten almost 2 hours of recording time, and that's recording in the highest you know, resolution possible, 5.7K at 24 frames per second. Also, your SD card is stored in there. Pull that out, and this is just the one I've been using from Insta360. If I can get this to focus up here, 64 gig. You're gonna probably want something bigger like a 250 if you plan on, you know, filming a lot more action and stuff like that. I do a lot of on and off with my camera. I don't film the entire time or just leave it going, but if you do, you're probably gonna want a bigger card. All right, so I'll power this on for you real quick just so you can see what the screen looks like here. All right, so this is your screen, which is pretty nice to have, but really not too useful as a motorcycle rider because once this thing is on your bike and you're going, you're not really gonna be fiddling around with this or messing with it or anything like that. Now, I will say wearing gloves, it's hard to really do anything on the screen. If you do have the gloves, you know, where you can touch your phone or screen or anything like that, it kind of helps, but it is kind of hard. But what you can do, you can swipe down, get to your settings and stuff like that. And then you can swipe over, look at your footage that you have. You can see there, swipe back, and then sometimes it takes a minute. But then on screen here, you got your battery life, how much time you have left on your SD card, and then your resolution. So you can actually, well, you can see that, but right now I'm in 5.7K 24, but you can change that by tapping on it, and then you can change it from 5.7 to 4K to 3K at 100 frames per second. All right, so I am loving this thing so far, and it's an awesome camera, but the only downside is that it does not have any protection for the lenses. Insta360, if you're watching this, can we develop something to protect the lenses? Now, I know there is a lens cover out there for it. I think it's like a sticky lens cover that you can get for it, and then there's also like a bigger one that you can put on it. I don't know if it's for, you know, going underwater or anything like that, but I heard that those degrade the quality. With that said, there can be a time where you may have the camera fall off the bike, and I've had that happen in the past. Oh, she's still in one piece. I have 2 GoPros where the screen is cracked due to a bug or debris or something jumping up and hitting it while I was riding at a high rate of speed. So with that said, sometimes it feels like it can be kind of sketchy on the bike when you're riding it, depending on how your setup is and how high up you have the camera. The wind might push on it a little bit. You may feel like you're gonna lose it. You're not going to, just, you know, as long as everything's secured just right. But if that camera was to fall off and hit the ground, the lenses are pretty much done. And really the only other thing for me really is that I can't use ND filters on this camera like I can on my GoPros. So if there are any third-party companies out there that make them for this camera, please let me know. All right, so if you're on the fence about getting a 360 camera for your bike, I hope this video has answered a lot of questions for you guys, and I'll leave a link down in the description below so you can pick one up. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you're liking what you're seeing, give your boy a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.